What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense, and I'm starting to think that this Katt Williams thing is not going to be a fly by night for all the comedians he spoke on. We got to talk about it. Like the video as the intro plays.
I was listening to Make It Make Sense. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. Thank you.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. You know what was up.
I ain't got it.
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Gets nothing. Ms. Howard, what are you thinking?
She lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
Ms. Reese, I gotta feel you were somewhat worried.
Okay, y'all. So last night, Cedric the Entertainer was on the red carpet, and this happened. It's now starting to seem like there's not a time where he's not going to have to address this. And what's crazy was this was his first time at the Golden Globes. And this is the soundbite that went viral. Nothing about his career accolades, achievements, how he made it to the Golden Globes this year. It was this.
I saw that you did respond to Katt Williams.
Oh,
I hate that, Sadie. I hate that y'all that there's any sort of issue.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting time now. People get on these blogs and they just, start just spewing off stuff that's not even factual.
Right.
But
that's the best you got? It's the blogger's fault? Everybody did the comparative analysis already of the joke, Cedric. So is this the best you got?
I let the fodder just go out there until I'm ready to respond.
Your work speaks for
I
itself.
am who I am. I stand on that, right?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Stand on business.
Hey,
Ain't that what the kids say?
Still didn't say he lied. Just said the bloggers lied, not Katt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got all the new sayings.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Stand on business. I love it. Good
All
to
right.
see you, my man.
Thank you, babe.
All right.
So, I mean, technically, you did kind of respond already. He said this was revisionist history. Regardless of whatever Katt's opinion, my career can't be reduced to one joke Katt Williams claims as his. So, are you kind of sort of saying that there is a joke in question? He said, I've been over 40 movies. My specials and brand speaks volumes for I am. I guess he meant for who I am. The people I put on, including Cat in the Hat at the Gibson Amphitheater. I'm still just looking for you straight up lied. He also said, and all that tough talk is corny AF. I'm grown and none of that gonna look. He said, we got to do better. And all that tough talk is corny AF. I'm grown a man. And none of that gonna like you think. You do you, and I got this over here. So I guess he was typing in a hurry, y'all. I guess he was typing in a hurry. But if you don't know where this all started, it started with the who knew Club Shay Shay was this messy?
Well, you were Katt. Katt said you stole one of his jokes.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. You know what I mean? It was like the idea of the joke that he was even talking about don't even match up with no timeline. So for me, it was one of those things like.
Did you have a conversation? Did you guys sell it? Did you have a conversation with Katt?
Well, I responded to him the way he responded to me, but that's what I said as well. I've seen Katt, even.
The answer is no. And you technically still the present day haven't technically addressed the joke.
Before then,
right.
I've seen this guy 30 times.
You might want to learn to say no comment. That might be a better look.
Like, dog, if you literally was that upset about it, like, dog,
why didn't you say,
why didn't you say nothing? Like, that don't even make sense. This is some internet shit, and that's all I
The man said it was his best joke. You right, he might be upset about it.
can say. So, when I responded to him, he didn't respond back to me, and I left it at that.
Do you feel that someone else has stolen some of your material?
Oh, that's a part of this business.
Right.
Like,
It's a part of this business, but does that mean that you're not mad when it happens?
And I think that, sometimes it's intentional and sometimes it's not.
Right.
Like, like I would say sometimes people.
Was it intentional when you did it to Katt? I don't know. So this was Katt's response, which we all know what he said.
Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and he.
So as we're like kind of going through this real quick, ask yourself, if you are Cedric the Entertainer who has like a really tenured career in the business and technically has been squeaky clean this whole time. I've never heard anything negative about him, maybe just a couple rumblings around the Kings of Comedy. But other than that, he does have a tenured career. He is very successful in the business and, you know, he keeps working. Now you have your big moment on red carpets like the Golden Globes, and they're asking you about Katt. Katt has successfully shifted the narrative. Do we think that this will be a stain on Cedric the Entertainer moving forward? That's the question. Is what Katt did enough to shake the table for this man's career forever? If he gets on stage again, are people going to be asking him about Katt? I really do feel like he probably shouldn't have said nothing.
You look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What? It's a situation. He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer. Right. We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. You don't think Sam's a good comedian? The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi. It seems to me, Katt, that you had a lot to get off your chest. No. You wanted to set the record straight.
I think more than the joke stealing, that's what hurt Cedric the Entertainer. It was those 4 specials not being on Netflix or Tubi. That Cedric was probably watching this interview live at home like,
it was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
just mad.
I'm a manipulator. That's what you're telling me.
Cedric was just mad. But in all honesty, does this really impact the way people think of Cedric the Entertainer? This squeaky clean performer, you never heard anything. I can't think of a wife cheating scandal, nothing. Now he has been kind of like hit to his core because he's Cedric the Entertainer, a comedian. And now people are challenging his right to say he's a comedian because he took this one joke. Y'all have to be the judge on that. But, you know, it's Katt.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying. So let me ask you this.
Again, I've been starting to see somewhat of a backlash on Katt because not everybody likes Katt. Although I agree with what he did. If he's speaking his truth, speak your truth. Some people feel as though he took it too far. Some people feel as though he, you know, is mixing in lies with the truth and making it sound believable. Either way it goes, for me, it's very entertaining. He has people from the grave coming up and giving their opinion, like Aries Spears. Y'all, I bet y'all were wondering when you saw him on the thumbnail, like, how did he get in the mix? I technically don't even remember Aries Spears being mentioned, but he was very keen to let us know he was mentioned. He is over here spewing delusion, y'all. Y'all have to hear this.
I get called a GOAT and a legend all the time. If you think
Did he just say he gets called a GOAT and a legend all the time?
That was not expected.
Chris Tucker, they're all GOATs to their fan base. I get called a GOAT and a legend all the time. If you think I'm tooting my own horn, look at my comedy clips. Go through the comments. Aries, you a GOAT. You a legend.
Katt Williams got these people so shook. They out here just, I'm discombobulated. I don't know what to say. Who is calling Aries Spears a GOAT and a legend? And don't get me wrong, I don't like taking people's accolades from them. I remember Aries Spears from Mad TV. Him and Deborah Wilson with Whitney Houston will always be, it's always a good time.
Are you addicted? Yeah. You addicted? Okay, I'm addicted to making love. Do you want to make love, Diane?
Please.
Hilarious, but I don't know if that puts him in the realm of Richard Pryor, Paul Mooney, Whoopi when she was doing her one-woman show, even Bill Cosby before. You know, you can't take... I don't know that anybody is adding Aries Spears to the Mount Rushmore of comedy. But what Katt Williams has done is he has revived him from the Tiffany Haddish graveyard, and I guess made his name somewhat relevant.
It's a head scratcher because I don't know what I did to him. And, you know, I was going to save this for my podcast, but I might as well kind of get into it now. And basically,
so you're using this to promote a podcast that technically, I don't know. Y'all can put in the comments. Did anybody know Spears and Steinberg podcast? Was not familiar up until he gave this, I guess, interview.
Basically, I'm going to repeat the same thing on my podcast. And, you know, again, people ask me what I thought about it. And I'm going to say this, you know, I think it's sad. It saddens me to know that my people, the people I love, Black people, as well as everybody else, but my people come first. Black people, we love drama. We love drama. We stew in it. We love it so much that we allow it to be detrimental to the progress of us and the culture. We absolutely love it. Because I'm asking myself, why did he do something that was both unnecessary and absolutely pointless? And in reading the comments, you know, it's I can tell we love drama.
You so busy, but you, the GOAT, are so busy that not only do you have time to read all of your comments, now you're reading the Club Shay Shay comments on a 30 million viewed video. You know, because GOATs have time for that.
Drama about the shit we say, you know. Protect Katt at all costs. We got to protect Katt. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. And I want to address both those things. All right, number one, the GOAT thing is a useless title. Every comedian, every entertainer, and every performer is the GOAT to their fan base. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer are the GOATs to their fan base. Wanda Sykes, everybody he called out, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker, they're all GOATs to their fan base. I get called a GOAT and a legend all the time. If you think I'm tooting my own horn, look at my comedy clips. Go through the comments. Aries, you a GOAT. You a legend. While that's flattering.
Delusional. I just thought I would bring you that level of delusion, because when you're that delusional, it deserves at least 2 minutes of your time. Who knew? Who knew that he's a GOAT? But I guess if you're not your own best fan, then who would be? So, you know, I don't have that kind of allegiance to losers.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Anyway, while we're on to the delusion, we have to throw this in here. What is going on with Jonathan Majors?
Has remained by his side, even present for our interview. How would you describe your relationship?
She's an angel. She's held me down like a Coretta. You know, I'm so blessed to have her. You know, the relationship is still.
And look at her looking longingly across the room. Ma'am, what is going on? He needs you way more than you need him. And I don't know if she sees it. And I also don't know if she's a Coretta. I'm just saying. I don't know that lady like that. She might be a Coretta.
Still fresh, but you know, I think I found her.
Through it all, Majors.
The soft-spoken performance that he just gave, I don't know what to do with it. But it gets crazier.
That people were saying, well, why was he telling this woman to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama?
It was me trying to.
Yes, sir. Why would you be telling your white girlfriend to be more like Coretta Scott King? That would be like Will Smith telling Jada, I need you to be more like a Barbara Bush. That's what I need from you. I need a little Bush. We know Will is not saying that. Oh, also, if you don't know, I'll be interviewing Will's assistant, Brother Bilal. That interview should drop on Friday. FYI, I'll link the teaser for that at the end of this video. But yeah, that would be like Will saying that Jada needs to be a barber. She's no Barbara Bush. I'm just kidding. I don't know any of these people like that. I don't know any of these people like that. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm a little foolish. But let's continue. Let's get his reasoning for telling this white woman she needs to be a Rosa Parks or a Coretta Scott King.
Give an analogy of what it is I'm aspiring to be. You know, these great men, Martin, President Obama, and trying to give a reference point to that. One of the things I also say is like,
was he trying to be Martin Lawrence? Because I don't know if he was trying to be Martin Luther.
I need her, in that case, Grace, to make the same sacrifices that I am making.
As you're probably well aware, that people were saying, well, why was he?
What was he sacrificing to be with her? He was a Marvel superhero. He was on top of the world. What were the sacrifices? Okay. Back to Katt. This is what Katt had to say about Jonathan Majors.
To get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole and never has sucked a penis.
Let's just move on a little bit.
Come on, Katt. Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that.
You see Jonathan Majors, what he went through, Marvel dropped him as soon as the conviction came out. And you were telling the
Hey, you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half? Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you, coming to save that slave. If he'd had to be there by himself, he was getting all four. Guilty. She came in there, was just so beautiful, they had to knock half of it off. Bless his heart.
What do you think about this cancel culture? You see the situation with...
Do y'all agree? Look, he didn't win the case. Do I believe all the merits of the case? No. But the Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks, don't do that again, sir. Don't do that again. Anyway, it goes. I'm going to see you guys a little bit later. Y'all have a good day. Remember, I got my Brother Bilal interview coming up. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. If you have not liked the video, please like the video. It is a free way to support the channel. And I'm going to see you guys later. Have a good one.